going on, guys? Welcome back. Flux Performance. As you can see here, we got Gangbang. Gangbang is ready. Went ahead and changed front, rear brakes. We got strange brakes in the back now. Went ahead and upgraded the fronts to TBM brakes. And those TBM brakes look really good. But this thing had some factory brakes up front and some factory brakes down in the back. And it was having some issues. They were stuck. They were not working properly. It was really hard to push, really hard to move because they were just kind of getting stuck. So went ahead and made the change. Put some good brakes in the front, good brakes in the back. I went ahead and rescaled the truck because this thing was obviously, for some reason, going left every single pass, and it was just kind of hard to drive it. So I went ahead and put it back on the scales, and I reset the whole suspension, and come to find out the rear end was moved 1/8 of an inch. Basically, it had 1/8 of an inch rear steer. So of course it's going to make it drive either one side or the other. And the preload on the letter bar, not 100% right. The ride height was a little too low in the back, and the C-notch was actually bumping on top of the rear end. So I went ahead and corrected that. The shocks, they were almost topped out, even though the truck was sitting at a low enough ride height. So I went ahead and just kind of moved some stuff around. The shock now, it's about halfway, so it's got enough upwards travel and enough downwards travel on the shock. And we left about 4 inches from the rear end to the C-notch, so of course it's not going to squat 4 inches. So it's got plenty of room now. If it does squat, it's going to not hit the rear end. And when it does start to separate, well, the shock has enough room to do what it needs to do. So everything is squared. It's got maybe 70 pounds of preload on the driver's side with me in it. Remember, guys, I am going to be driving this truck in Dallas, the October Truck Madness. I will be driving this truck there. It's going to be no prep. So we've got the slicks on. And basically, I just kind of went through the whole thing just to make sure that everything was good. And so I feel confident that it's going to be all right. I'm pretty sure I can drive this thing. And we'll see how it goes. And well, in the meantime, working on this truck right here. It's kind of been giving me a little bit of trouble. Well, come to find out, the truck wasn't spooling very well. And so I went ahead and started checking the rockers, push rods and stuff, and apparently the push rods are a little bit too long. Man, it's got some good heads, it's got some nice billet rocker stands and stuff, but the push rods were just a little bit too long though. So they're probably about 30 thousandths longer. So I don't have a shorter push rod right now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to shim the bottom of the rocker 30 thousandths, the bottom of the rocker stand 30 thousandths, so I can bring up and actually free up that clearance. Apparently the valves were hanging open just a tad bit, all of them. So of course that's going to be in a loss of power. But in the meantime, one rocker gave me problems. The thread stripped on the head. So it is a pain in the butt, but I gotta fix it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drill the head, and I am going to install a helicoil. Now, a lot of times I don't like to use a helicoil just because sometimes they can come back out or whatever the case is. So in this case, the best scenario is to pull the head off, get it welded, get it machined, make the thread back up. But these guys are trying to make a race, so we're going to do a helicoil repair on it. Well, guys, there you have it. That is how to fix a stripped bolt. So I ended up fixing the first one, and in the process of installing back the rockers, whenever I tighten another strip, another one. So I had to repeat the process back again on one of the back ones, which is a little bit more hard to get, because there's really no room for the drill to drill the hole a little bit bigger and then put the tap. But with a little bit of modifying the drill bit, we were able to get it. So we just put it back together, and let's go ahead and see how everything fires up, and then we will go from there. Sounds pretty good, nice and clean. Doesn't make no weird noises. Definitely revs a lot better, which that's a good thing. It's definitely going to make the motor be happier. So air fuel is looking pretty good. Timing's looking pretty good. So we're probably gonna go ahead and take it for a spin and see how everything works out. They were probably hanging open a little bit, so of course that's going to make the engine just not perform how it should. So what's the matter? What's going on? Are you mad? Why are you mad? I guess she's mad. But definitely, like I said, it definitely sounds better. It revs a lot better. It doesn't sound sluggish. Doesn't seem sluggish no more. What's the matter? Why are you mad? Well, yeah, we're gonna go for a ride a little bit. Calm down. So we're gonna take this thing for a test drive, and then we'll see how she does. Martin took it for a test drive because I couldn't drive and record at the same time. So come to find out, the compressor was hanging down. So of course it wasn't putting pressure on the wastegate when you turn the boost controller on, so it was just running on wastegate. But everything seems to be working fine. ¿Qué onda, jalón o no? ¿Qué traes ahí tú? Mira. Oye, cálmate.
¿Pero lo vamos o qué?
Hijos. No, pues ahorita le ponemos la computadora. Ahorita vemos.
Sí, por eso dije, ¿es la única manera?
Yep.
¿Aquella que hizo?
Alright, we found out why it wasn't making any boost. So apparently, because the wastegate is real close to the exhaust, the boost line, for some reason, I guess it melted or something, and it covered it up so there wasn't no pressure going in. So quick little fix, snipped the tip of it, plugged it back in, and everything seems to be working properly back again. Let's check it out. So on this one, our nitrous pressure is actually our dome pressure. So as you can see, everything's working just fine. There you go. Small little issue. Problem fixed.
Walk up in this bitch life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like. Bitch, I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like. Hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like. Hey. Bitch, I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour, got bitches screaming. Say she wanna come and see me. When I'm in a local city, I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. On God. Walking this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on my knee, that's on TV, that's on mamas. Nigga, don't believe me, come and see me. I been dodging niggas, dodging all that fake shit. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid, bitch. All the niggas know me from the street. Niggas acting for a feature, that's like every other week. Niggas talk behind my back, I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these niggas watching me as I walk up in this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. On God. Walking this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey, yeah, I'm really him. Hey, hold up. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. Hold up.
There you have it, guys. This is our next giveaway. It's F-body Camaro. It's a 370 cubic inch, 480 transmission, Circle D converter, 9-inch rear end, precision turbo, tubular K-member, mini tub, subframe connectors, roll cage, Holley EFI system. I mean, basically everything that it needs. It's a pretty badass car. My son's been driving it in a couple of the old videos that we got, and the car performs very, very well. Stay tuned, as I am gonna be dropping 4 new shirt designs onto the website, fluxperformance.com, that you can choose, and any of those, including the decals, will get you entries towards the F-body. You can see it there in the background. Man, it's a nice car. Bogart wheels, drag pack, I mean, you name it. The car works very, very well. So, stay tuned. I'm going to be dropping, like I said, I'm going to be dropping some new merchandise, different designs. All right, guys, well, that's a wrap. Remember, I'm going to be going live once I have all the merchandise with me on hand for the Camaro. And the Camaro is actually, I'm still thinking, but I believe it's going to go live for 1 month. 1 month giveaway. So make sure to hit the subscribe, hit the bell. That way you can get a notification whenever we do go live on it. Like I said, as soon as I get the shirts and all the rest of the merchandise on hand and up on the website, it's gonna go live. Like I said, the car plus $5,000. Also, before I forget, I want to give a special shout out to one of our subscribers. He reached out to us. Well, actually, his dad reached out to us, and an early birthday for him. Watches every vlog that we put on. Thank you very much, and I want to wish a happy birthday to Marco Antonio Trejo. He's one of our subscribers. Early birthday to him here from Flux Performance. Like I said, remember, F-body Camaro, turbo, poly EFI, 9-inch, plus 5,000 cash. Check it out, fluxperformance.com.